Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Storytime with Jamie. I'm so glad you've joined us today. And today, if you like, after Storytime with Jamie, be sure and give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you're ever interested in any of my books, you can go to jamiebryantbooks.com. Well, today we are going to read a story in a book I wrote several years ago called Fish Guts and Other Bedtime Stories. The story we're going to read today is called The Pajama Party. And so hence why I'm in my pajamas. Gracie kind of lives in her pajamas. But today not only is Gracie, my dog, joining us, her cousin Princess is joining us too. So they're both going to enjoy story time, except I think they may have already dozed off. But that's okay. Well, let's dive in. The Pajama Party. You only turn 9 years old once, and I had made it my personal mission to have a special party. I started early on buttering up my mom for an all-night sleepover, or shall I say, pajama party. My mom worked long hours, and I knew planning a party and giving up her much-needed sleep was a real sacrifice. My birthday was April the 29th, so I wasn't taking any chances. I decided to start my personal mission right after Christmas. The middle of January was upon us, and I thought this was a perfect time to put a little bug in her ear. I just let her know that my birthday was only 3 short months away. I went ahead and dove right in with my idea to have a pajama party. Her response was, "We'll see." I knew that would have to suffice for now. At least she didn't say no. I let the subject rest with her, but my mind was going 90 miles per hour thinking about the party. My intention was to bring up the subject once or twice a month until April. However, my forgetfulness in February put a damper on that idea. My 4th grade teacher was planning a school Valentine's party for February 14th, and I raised my hand and volunteered to bring cupcakes. There was only one problem with the cupcake thing. I forgot to tell my mom about it until 7:00 p.m. on February 13th. She hurriedly ran out and was up late making cupcakes that night. I decided after my little slip up about the cupcakes, I would have to pass on mentioning the pajama party in February. The March winds blew in our Virginia town with a vengeance. One March evening while we were stuck inside, I got brave and decided to mention the pajama party again. My answer this time was worth waiting for. "Oh, I don't see why not," my mom said. For me, that was a big yes. For the next 9 weeks, my mind and mouth went 100 miles per hour. My mom probably wished she had waited until the day before the party to give me my answer. Where would we sleep? What would we eat? What games would we play? The list of questions went on and on. We lived in a very small 2-bedroom mobile home, so space was limited. We would have to sleep in between the living room, which was located between my mom's bedroom and the kitchen. I was given a limit on how many I could invite. I finally had the perfect list. I was inviting Rita and Lisa, 2 of my best friends, my cousin Annette, and some friends from school. The date was set, the plans were made, and we were all ready. I knew we were going to have cake, we were going to have ice cream, and what else? Popcorn, of course, we would have for the, oh my goodness! Popcorn, of course, for the special party that night. Oh, what I hadn't planned on was the cool games my mom would come up with for us to play. With the big night only a few days away, my mom was ready to make a trip to the grocery store. She let me choose the flavor of cake to make and I chose chocolate with chocolate frosting. Yum! We decided together on Neapolitan ice cream, so everyone could choose chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry. We picked up a package of candles, and I was already so excited I wasn't sure I could even sleep a single night until the party. The big night finally arrived, and I waited impatiently for my guests to arrive. We had cleaned the house, Mom had made and frosted the cake, and already I had 2 presents sitting on the table by the cake. Just when I thought I couldn't wait one more second, there was a knock on the door, and my first guests, Lisa and Rita, had arrived. They were sisters, and although Lisa was younger than me, I invited her anyway so she wouldn't feel left out. The rest of the girls arrived nearly all at one time, and we plopped down in the living room area just to visit. We talked and giggled for about the first hour. Next, my mom suggested that I open my gifts. I remember getting 2 Barbie dolls, some jewelry, and a purse. All the gifts were great, and I was floating on a cloud. My mom had everyone sing happy birthday to me, and then we dove into the cake and ice cream. I was certainly glad we had chosen Neapolitan because it seemed everyone liked a different flavor. Time had really flown by, and we all agreed it was time to go get our pajamas on, which I'm already wearing my pajamas. You might be wearing your pajamas too, boys and girls, if you're watching this in the evening time. Once we were in our pajamas, we gathered in a circle and played about 6 rounds of Truth or Dare. The last dare was for Lisa to press her lips up to the living room mirror and stay in that position. Just then, Mom entered the room and announced she had a game planned, rescuing Lisa. She had each of us put a blindfold around our eyes while remaining sitting in a circle. Next, she dumped a huge pile of pantyhose in the floor in the middle of us. "You girls are having a pantyhose race," she announced. "The girl wearing the most pair of hose in the end is the winner," she went on to say. When Mom told us to start, we were to begin putting on pantyhose as fast as we could. When we weren't told what was there with all the hose thrown together, we could only get one leg in, and somebody else would get their leg in the other one. Oh my. She said go, and we were off. My mom really enjoyed watching because she was laughing hysterically. We continued until there wasn't any hose left in the pile to pick up. "You can take off your blindfolds now," Mom said. As we removed the blindfolds, our laughter intensified. We were certainly a funny-looking bunch. I had about 6 pair of hose on, except for the 4 that I had on one leg were on my friend's leg. Oh my, we all looked hilariously ridiculous. We managed to get out of the hose at about the same speed we had put them on. We huddled in our little group when my mom told us to just talk and have some fun for a while. She then ventured off to her bedroom for some peace and quiet. Well, we talked and laughed and giggled and had great fun. Every girl seemed to have something exciting to share with each other. Girls usually do. We talked of school, boys, friends, and other topics as well. Life was grand, at least we thought it was, until, without warning, my brother Mitch appeared. He was supposed to be staying the night with some friends, but just popped in for a little visit. We girls had already unfolded our sleeper couch into a bed, and we're all sitting in a circle. Mitch jumped right in the middle of us as he shouted, "Hello, girls! Room for one more at your party?" Oh, naturally we all screamed, "No! No, we don't have room for a boy at a girls' slumber party." His little plan to spoil the party was quickly put to an end when Mom came walking in. "Out, Mitch!" she exclaimed. Mitch grinned his goofy grin, and off he went back to his friend's house. My mom gave us all a big smile and asked if we were ready for popcorn. More popcorn, of course. And we were. And we waited patiently. While she popped some more with that buttery scent in the air. 2 huge bowls filled to the top were delivered to our little circle on the sofa. We decided to skip watching television and just talk. So we ate and talked, and we ate some more. The walls were pretty thin in our small mobile home, so at midnight, Mom turned out the lights and we knew that meant bedtime. We still talked quietly, but before long, we had all dozed off to sleep. The next thing I remember was the smell of pancakes and syrup. My mom was the best. Everyone started talking all at once as they woke up and veered to the kitchen table. The pancakes were delicious, breakfast was over all too soon, and the moms were picking up their daughters to go home. The last guest to arrive was my cousin Annette. She and my Aunt Shirley pulled out of the driveway, and I looked over at my mom and I smiled. I ran into my mom's arms and I gave her the biggest, longest hug. I thanked her for the best PJ party ever. Wow. What do you think about that story, boys and girls? Did you like that one about the pajama party? Yes, me too. I hope you enjoyed the story time today. Again, this story is in my book, Fish Guts and Other Bedtime Stories. So if you enjoyed the video today, again, I invite you to give me a thumbs up. You can subscribe so every time I post a new video, you'll know about it. And also, if you ever want to visit and look at all of my books, you can go to JamieBryantBooks.com. Well, from Gracie, who's nodded off, and our sweet cousin Princess as well, we'd like to say good night, and I hope you have great fun at your next pajama party. Bye, girls and boys.